Hello, hello Roger, hello Australia. Welcome to the YouTube version of my speech. Well Rog, a bit like the time that you got yourself stuck in the shower at my mum and dad's house, I find myself stuck in Aberdeenshire. Nothing much I can do about it, I'm sorry, but I'm going to do my best here. I'd like to start by thanking Kev for stepping in. Thanks very much for doing that, Kev. Also, I'd like to start with a confession. Roger and I have slept together on many occasions over the years, but it's not what you think. We've slept together on beaches, in youth hostels, in tents, in camper vans, at the top of mountains, in caves, on islands. I'm only mentioning this because this is the kind of lifestyle that Cal is about to let herself in for. So take care of her, Rog. Rog and I go back a long way. We met over 20 years ago at school in Edinburgh. Roger's dad, Jim, who I've known even longer than Roger. Hi Jim. He had a pretty rough upbringing in Edinburgh. He went to a pretty tough school. I can't remember the name of it, but he always wanted the best for Roger, so he decided to send him to Stuart's Melville College, which is widely regarded as one of the best rugby schools in Scotland. In fact, the year that Roger and I met, the school produced the captain of the British Lions rugby team that beat Australia that year. But anyway, when I met Roger, he was sporting a broken hand. This actually wasn't a rugby injury. It was self-inflicted. He'd asked a girl out on a date. She'd said yes. He was so happy that he decided to punch a wall, breaking 2 bones in his hand, as I recall. This is the kind of thing that happens to Roger quite a lot, and it's one of the reasons that I decided to become a doctor, because my best man was basically a walking medical textbook. Various parts of Roger's body have either been removed or replaced, and over the years he has phoned me or written to me or emailed me with various requests for medical information. And in fact, about 4 years ago I received a very disturbing text message, and I've kept that because I wanted to read it out to you today. Hi Greg, Rog here. I'm just about to board a plane to Moscow, and one of my, I'm not sure if I can say this in a wedding speech, so I'm going to use the Greek translation because it sounds a lot better. One of my orchies is the size of a football. What should I do? So this left me with a terrible dilemma. I didn't know what to do, but I was also quite intrigued. How did Roger get this package through the check-in? They often ask you, did you pack this yourself? Has it been out of your sight for any length of time? Does it contain any sharps? And they always weigh your baggage. So Roger somehow managed to get on the plane with excess baggage. So this left me with a dilemma. What do I do? Do I phone the airline? Do I tell them there is a man on a plane coming into Russia, acting very strangely and carrying a suspicious package? But somehow he managed to get through customs, and he was looked after very well by the Russian authorities. But anyway, whenever I'm with Roger, whenever we're away, I always take this with me. This is my medical bag. So if I was there and there were any problems tonight, I would have this. But Roger, please take care of yourself from now on. You're a married man. Your baggage is very important from now on. I'd like to just say a few things about Cal and Rog. I met them for the first time in September last year in Braemar, which is one of Roger's favourite places. It was very obvious as soon as we met Cal that there was something very special going on. Well, I say that, but actually it wasn't obvious to me. I'm a bloke. I would never admit to noticing these kind of things. My wife Caroline, however, picked up that there was something very special going on. And it was a few weeks later that I was sitting again watching a rugby match. Scotland were beating Australia, Seems to be a regular occurrence nowadays. And the phone rang, and it was Roger, and he announced that Roger and Cal had got engaged, and this was fantastic news. It wasn't quite that straightforward though. Cal had to go through a little bit of a testing time before she was able to be accepted into Roger's family. Rog had to seek the permission of 3 other very important women in his life. Those are his mother, Kate, and his older sisters, Jilly and Caroline. Like myself, they can't be here today, but I know they would have loved to be here. And I know from speaking to Caroline in particular that they love Cal very much. She's absolutely the sort of girl that they would want as a sister-in-law and a daughter-in-law. I know Rog finds it quite difficult to take praise because he's a very modest guy, but I want to just tell you how great a guy he is. He's my best friend. For all of you, you'll know him for different reasons, through work, as a family member, through leisure activities. He has a love of life which is pretty unique. He manages to pack more into 24 hours than most of us pack into a week, and his love of life is infectious. Whenever you meet him, you go away feeling better, you feel energized, and you feel better about life. I don't really have much else to say. This is very strange. I've never done anything like this before. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. I don't know if you want me to sing Flower of Scotland or do a few impressions, but I guess really you want to get on with your meal and get on with what is going to be a great evening. So I'd just like to say, Rog and Cal, have a wonderful evening, have a great day, and all the very best to you. To Rog and Cal. Bye.